Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge for, well, it's Bristol, baby. That's pretty much what I got to say about that. Yeah, it's Bristol. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and of course on X. Make sure that you get out there and follow us on all those platforms. Signature Esports on everything but X. It is at Real Sig Esports. At Real Sig Esports on X out there, twitter.com/at Real Sig Esports. You can find it by searching both. You know, it's kind of the way things go. We are in the middle of the race season, actually, and we're there. We're there right where we need to be, and we're at the halfway mark, and it's only going to get busier from here. That's pretty much the way I look at it, the way I see it. And these drivers are going to be locked in. 150 laps tonight on par for the half miler here at the last greatest Coliseum in NASCAR. Week 7 from Bristol Motor Speedway. 3 set tires, 1 fast repair for the drivers. Track temperature 85 degrees here. Cool track temperature means that they can get loose really easy, or they can get those tires warmed up and have a lot of grip, and they're going to run some fast laps. Right now, qualifying laps are under 15 seconds, so that's pretty dang old fast. And most of the drivers separated by less than 6/100th of a second. So we're going to see some fast cars. We're going to see who's going to be able to hold on to it for the longest time, though, because this track is notorious for bringing out some of the big ones. And we always love to see some great race lines. Air Audio's out there in the mix. Much love to them, and thank them for coming on board with the Iracing series here on Iracing. This is the Gen 7 Cup Series. The next generation Cup car has become the current Cup car. I guess we can stop calling it. We can start calling it the the Formal Cup Series, as I think NASCAR has really started to figure some things out. Beef Jerky Unlimited is going to bring us our driver cams tonight, so thank you to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com for being just absolutely awesome. 82 degrees on the air temperature for the Amped Racing weather report. Is going to be 25% humidity, cloudy skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind. Everything is beneficial. This is a very loud racetrack, and we're going to see a lot of the drivers push the envelope as far as they can, and I'd love to appreciate it, right? That's the way I see it. If you're out there in chat, much love to you. I hope that you're all having a wonderful evening. Driver's going to finish up qualifying to the next 60 seconds. Here is the man behind the scenes, Mr. Davis. He's got a good thing going for him out here, and we appreciate all the drivers doing exactly what they need to do to be a part of the racing scene. Fantastic race lines, fantastic drivers, and this has been a pretty darn good series to get out here and put in some effort, put in the time, and every one of these drivers are really giving each other a lot of respect, and we've seen some great things happening throughout the series and throughout the season, and we're only halfway there. Halfway there. How about the points for the series? Excuse me. Middle of your screen there, folks. I think Chris has got the points lead. We're going to take a look here and pull up on my end. Chris Cornett has 2 wins on the series, but only has a 2-point lead over Andrew Davis. RB Turner sits third in the point standings with an 11-point deficit to the top. Aaron Ryan, 2 wins in the series already, sits right there, 1 point behind RB Turner. Zach Thompson bringing up the top 5 spots, and we have seen Josh Barr get a win. We have seen Joseph Grijalva get a win, and that's where we're at right now. That's as far as we get to look and get to see, and it's entertainment value at its best, because the points are only gonna get harder to get over the course of the next couple of weeks. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna enjoy it. How about your starting grid tonight? Here from Bristol Motor Speedway, Mr. Turner, RB is gonna be your pole sitter. Andrew Davis, your outside pole sitter. Jeremy Daniel's gonna be outside or inside row number 2 with Jeremy Daniel inside row number 2 with David Ament Jr. is outside row. In that row number 2, and that number 22. James Beard and Joseph Grijalva are going to be there row number 3. Sukic and Thompson are going to be there in row number 4. Josh Barr, Christian Beauclair are going to be out there in row number 5. Boisvert and Michael Daniels is going to be out there row number 6. Row 7 is going to look as such. It's going to be Michael Looker and Chris Cornett to the 88, trying to work his way back to the front. Scroton Board is going to have Lane there in row number 7. I'm sorry, row number 8 and row number 9 be Jordan Lane. Man, I tell you what, Lee Watson is the driver I missed there in 13th. It's like I'm missing a driver here. I backed myself into a corner there. Man, I can speak today. Words are hard. Tell you what, you want to make sure that you keep your words well. Today might be that day, as we'll see what these drivers are going to be doing as the blimp cam high overhead here at Bristol Motor Speedway is going to show up. And we're going to see just who is going to have the speed to be able to get through the field if there's lap traffic, to be able to keep the car clean, because that's the most important thing about this as well. The more right side damage you get, the more you have the opportunity to tear up that toe link, whether it's right front or right rear. The toe link is important. Getting loose off the corner, which is what we saw in practice, is pretty common on new tires. So you got to give a chance for those tires to warm up. If you push and are aggressive early, that's my tail of the tape here. Do not push and do not be aggressive too early unless you are on that front row. because chances are everybody's going to have a different braking point, and there's a possibility that we might see some of the drivers get nose to bumper and get into each other. Little contacts can send the cars around on this racetrack pretty easily. Turner leads the field around, and big special thank you to all the people who help make Signature Esports possible. Premier Racing Setups. You can either go to the link if you type in !Premier, or you can use promo code Signature15 to save off on a setup today. You're going to save 15%. Beef Jerky Limited gives me on my driver camps. Chop Shop Racing is an iRacing series that gives us all of our mid-week series, some of the best racing you're going to get out there besides the Imp Racing series, of course, here on Sunday nights. Check him out. Mandarin Racing was my first follower and the first supporter and the first person to put money in my pocket to do this professionally. Much love to Mandarin. Go follow him on Kick. Make sure that you check out C&L Carpets. If you're in the Virginia area, especially the northern Outer Banks area, I encourage you to do so. He is absolutely fantastic, and he specializes in the luxury of vinyl planks. Also, make sure that you check out Spicy, who is a fishing legend, Dark Horizon Fishing, giving you all the action each and every week. For a lot of our cautions, a lot of what we have going on. We appreciate Spicy for being a part of our lives, and he and his wife are absolute legendary. So go check out their Facebook page, of course. And always, thank you to all the followers, all the people out there, and giving us everything that we could ever ask for. Without you folks, we wouldn't be doing what we do. Pace car's going to dive in. Geico restart zone's right there out of 4. And for 150 laps, flagman waves it. We're going. We're green. Turn 1 busy. Bam. Let's go, says Budgie Bird. Oh, baby. Somebody went around. Great save back there. Oh, across the field. Boy, clear. 32. Going to be right there in the middle of the racetrack. No caution here. He's going to be backwards on the racetrack here. He's got to get himself pointed in the right direction. He is down, although a caution will come out here. And hopefully he'll be able to get that lap back. And we'll go back and take a look. I was checking it right here. Here's what happened. Oh, what I talked about. Got his nose in there. He had it saved. 17 did a great job there. So that was on the 00 of Lee Watson. Went to the inside. Back right here, and we'll see the 32 right there on the high side. Let's go to Lee Watson's point of view and hit that play button there. Yep. He was down on the bottom side. 32 came down right into that bumper. Oy. Tell you what, Christian had that saved. Did great to minimize the damage on the car. Just couldn't get it spinned around fast enough. He is sideways on the racetrack with no traffic coming. iRacing sees that as a single car spin, and thus gives them the opportunity to get that thing moving back forward. But, those things do happen. Amp Racing Series, much love to the boys over there, and thank you to everybody for being absolutely fantastic. It is an early going right now for every one of these drivers. I am going to fix something here because I want to make sure that, all the drivers' logos or all the stream logos are working correctly, which we can appreciate. Man, oh man. Quick caution here for the drivers. No need for a fast repair. Turner still your race leader. Loading in some logos here, folks. I'm going to make sure everything's working correctly, especially on our end. Thanking all the drivers, thanking all the support everybody has had. I want to thank everybody for continuing to tune in each and every week. Folks have just really made our week. Big special thank you to Budgie for being out there in the advance. Thank you to Jess for being out there as well. Cautions breed cautions, but I think that was just getting used to what's going on here. Again, you got to remember that one of these drivers are going to be new to what they have going on, and coming over from the NASCAR Heat formula, it's insane to see a lot of these drivers put in the time, energy, and effort to pick up a new simulator and get out there and make it their best. All right, they're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hopefully you're ready to go. It's going to be all about that base, Green flag. We're on it in the early going here. Turner out front. Barr has the fastest lap of the race, 14.52 down to the bottom side. It's going to be right there on the back bumper of Beard. Beard crosses over, slides back up. It's going to be a loud racetrack tonight, folks. This racetrack brings out the best. 35 to the inside, 28. Turner out front. Clean air. Andrew Davis in second. Tire saving can be a thing. We'll see if that's going to happen. Here's the 9 of Jeremy Daniel. Sorry, the 5 of Jeremy Daniel. Oh, man. Somebody's going around. Caution comes out. Grijalva having an issue. Oh, I think Grijalva just got free. He did. He went down, touched the apron there. Oh, and the double lot not slowing down. That's Lee Watson. Oh, 32 getting a little collection there as well. This is that moment where you have to hold the brakes. You have to, as hard as it is, Grijalva held the brakes. And then it's so tough to see here. There's Lee Watson right there. Grijalva gets free. Last week's winner. And the double lot tried to squeeze to the outside. This is where you have enough time to slow down. You've got to slow down. Here's that cockpit view from what he saw out of the corner. Got to minimize the damage. All right, Lee Watson over to pit road. Hopefully he's still good to go. Grijalva had to come in as well. I don't think they have a fast repair tonight. I might have been wrong about the fast repair, folks. I do apologize about that. Hold on, let's look. Info. Oh, they have a fast repair. You can save it for the end. They do have a fast repair. Grijalva coming out looking like a modified Saab. I mean, you could drive this car looking like a modified. It'll go places. It'll go forward. A little less downforce. 15 laps in, 2 cautions so far. And off to the chat. Good to see Boogity. I can't say it. We get flagged for certain things like that. I don't know. You know, it's just, I love DW. I think that's the most iconic phrase in all of racing. And I kind of wish that I could do it. But I love that you guys put it in chat. You guys are more than welcome to put it in chat. Much love to you. Mr. Grijalva, how are you doing? I heard that he's been doing very well. I know that your daughter was in chat last week. And Grijalva, tell me about how Grijalva was doing out there. Folks, if you've ever done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream, not only on Facebook, but also make sure you do it on YouTube. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, but if you want to help out our stream, we have a 99-cent Warrior program going on out there on Facebook, you can sign up for one of our lowest tier membership. It is 99 cents. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I kept it nice and affordable. I get half of it, so I get 50 cents of it. I'm fine with that. We got 1,600 followers. If I had a 99-cent, we had every subscriber out there, if they went up there and became a Warrior member, it'd be really cool, because I'm going to tell you this much. It would give us it'd be a good boost. It'd be cool. But I mean, your extra perks, so you get some badges, you get some stickers, you get some stuff like that on stream you could use. And just so you know, I have to make everybody aware, if you're out there on Twitch, a reminder that the Twitch sub prices are going up. Not because of me, not because of anything I want to do. If I can make them $3 again, I'd make them $3 again. But they are going up $1. That is according to Amazon and from Twitch. Green flag, back at it again. Makes that 99 cents work really well. Back at it. Andrew Davis holding on to the second. Very comfortable right now. Sukic right here in the number 2 car. I like his paint scheme this week. Justin has been dabbling in a few things, and I like this paint scheme. It's pretty darn fantastic. Well tapped for the 48 up there. That's Michael Boisvert. I can speak. Driving a little Guinness machine up there. Got to be careful. Too much wall riding right there will be an issue. Whoa, baby. Mike 1180. Jeremy Daniel came up to clear himself, but right now that 48 has really put his right side. Oh, somebody having an issue. Caution's going to come out again. Michael Daniels having an issue. Here's a look. That free. Corner exit. 17-32, get into him. Man. Here, we'll go to the blimp view since that thing switched around there. One more time here. Man. Lee Watson. Gonna jump to pit road. Bristol is just not being kind to the young man. 3 cautions in 23 laps. We'll see what some of these drivers are going to be looking at here. Thank you to all the drivers that get out there and put their energy into being absolutely fantastic. Andrew Davis lost a spot there to the 28 of James Beard. Will be here in third. You see him trying to keep the tires warm there. Thank you once again to everybody being awesome. Oh, man. I like the Nerds Mobile, a little Wonka action on there as well. And Grahova. Everybody's fantastic. I know that we had some internet issues a couple of weeks ago, and I missed some driver interviews on a couple of leagues, and I want to apologize about that. From now on, what's going to happen if Charter does its thing like it's been doing, and it's not an us issue, it's not an equipment issue anymore, it's a Charter issue. After replacing a bunch of equipment, after replacing a bunch of lines, and after troubleshooting, making sure that we were good to go, it is a Charter issue. So after it's all said and done, if something happens, I will record the driver interviews and I will upload them as soon as it's readily available, as soon as things come back around. So that's usually been when it's happening. I don't understand it. It literally shuts our modem down, and just we lose everything. All right. Now they have a Rookie of the Year standings, by the way. Right now, RB leads in that standings over James Beard by 22 points. RB trying to make it happen here. Good restart for RB. Lane's going to be out of the race. 32 is on pit road. James Beard back to second here. We'll see if James can hold on to that right side. He's got some significant right side damage. He is utilizing the fast line around the racetrack, and on this racetrack, it's the high lane. But that does eat the tires up pretty profusely. We'll see if the drivers can do themselves some justice. Beard runs the top side of the back straightaway. RB is going to have to try to defend here. Daniels jumps to pit road. He's going to come out. He's going to be able to get that. He is the 3 car on the relative, but he's got the 17 on the paint. A little throwback action there on that paint scheme. Daniels coming back to pit lane. I do believe this might be a double on it. Turner. James Beard trying to egg shape here. Turner, 0.2 of a second. Clean air, very important. James Beard running the Red Bull racing machine here in that Chevy Camaro. Drops to the bottom side of the racetrack. Joshua Barr will get back around Jeremy Daniel. Daniel off 3, trying to work his way back forward. Loud pedal Asylum on that number 5. Sukic right there, number 2. Again, one of my favorite paint schemes on here. Chris Cornett, 2273 on the I rating. Trying to work his way back forward. He leads in the standings here, and is continuing to try to take advantage of that. There's the 40 of Skirtenboer here. We'll see the 88 try to cross over. See if he tries to make something happen out of the corner here. RB, your race leader. Half-second lead now to James Beard. Oh, no, Davis having an issue here. Davis trying to get off the racetrack. Andrew Davis. Looked like he got free there. Oh, and he got hit by the 35 as well. The 33 went for a pass on the 48. That's, I'm sorry, 48 was there. Sorry, it looked like the 33 got free on corner exit. Oh, and the 35 helped him around. Down to the 2. More carnage after the fact. It's Justin Sukic right there. On a caution. Little damage to the 40. Unable to brake on that one. It's in the back of the 2. So we'll see what's going to happen here. No rear bumper. He's got no front damage, though. So I would say that I wouldn't even take the fast repair on that one. The rear bumper ripped off of that car. Still be on the lead lap. Daniels should be the lucky dog here. Be able to get one of those laps back, I do believe. Oh, no, sorry. Excuse me. Lee Watson will be the lucky dog. Just showing him a lap down. He still has some nose damage, so Daniels will be looking for that one opportunity. The 2, check your damage. I wouldn't even worry about a fast repair until you're absolutely destroyed. We still have 113 laps to go. Drivers are working on it. Turner, your race leader. An enjoyable day. Few more seconds of damage getting repaired. Might as well. Chance to make sure you top off on fuel as well. You can go a long way in these cars when it comes to the fuel mileage. Turner is going to be your race leader. Beard will have an opportunity here as well. Two drivers off the lead lap. One is going to be 5 laps down. Another's going to be 15 laps down. We'll go back at it here for the Iracing Cup Series, the Racing Cup Series here, as manufacturers holding up. First Toyota is going to be, or the only Toyota in the field is going to be Josh Barr. 0-2 went. .48 to the bottom side. Going to clear the 28. Here comes the 40. James Beard dropping back. David Ament, the 22, will slide up, drive the Ford. Little. It's not a tied Ford. It's a tired Ford. I like it. .40 a little free. 40 down. 22 is going to rocket the bottom side here. See if he can get the drive off side by side off the corner. A lot of room given. See if the slide will work. Braking zone will work for the 22. He's going to drive up. Great opportunity. Grijalva in on 17. Got the car worked out a little bit more. Got a few of those extra bumps polished out. The BKA Racing machine to the bottom side. Thompson a little free for the 12. Now what we're waiting for a lot of the rubber to stack up on this racetrack. And one of the things about this racetrack is that right there is that it's going to start darkening up in sections. You're going to see these drivers search for where the lines should be. 40's dropping back here on the bottom side. The one thing you have to avoid on the corner, 35 back to the outside. What thing you want to avoid is you want to avoid anything that is below the apron of the racetrack as we watch Zach Thompson drop back here. Right behind Justin Sukic. Trying to work his way forward. There's a 4 right there. Gonna get it. I think he's gonna try to. If I'm Sukic, I'm working the throttle here. Thompson looks to be a little bit off pace, so we'll see if the 2 can push himself a little harder here. 88 on tap here for that driver. A little bit extra damage replaced as well. Be side by side, giving a lot of room here. The 2 if Sukic gets around. Oh, the 12 of Grijalva having an issue. Bristol has not been his best friend right now. 27 I-rated driver, 88 blinking there. He's got an internet issue going on again. Ball tap for the 88. Over to the bottom side, 4 there as well. 12, you just have to manage the car. 17 free off the corner. Actually, I take that back. It's the 3 to make sure we get those paints or those numbers changed. Caution comes out here. As we'll see, Looker have an issue. Hold the brakes. Take a look at what happened. 32 is there to the outside. That's Christian has the outside lane. Comes down to the 14. That's not on the 14. That's on the 32 there. Watch that again here. 32 does have a head of steam here. And Christian, see a little bobble from the 14 right there. He touches the bottom of the apron, but he's not coming up the racetrack until corner exit. So watch right here. Yeah, 32 egg shapes down to that second lane. And he makes the contact on the 14. Nowhere for the 14 to go. 40 coming to pit road. Turner coming to pit road. Drivers might be thinking about fuel. 48 is going to be your race leader. James Beard coming in as well. James Beard with that right front damage. Might think about the few extra seconds. He is fast. That car's got a little bit of extra happening to it. 40 is backing up here. Can get DQ'd. He is backing up a long way. Relative actually just showed him. Man. All right. Go. .32 back on pit road. Michael Daniels able to get one of his laps back. Looker is being scored a lap down. So is the 40. We'll see how that's going to work. Joshua Barr going to be, it's going to restart outside of the 48 here. Sukic, Cornette, Andrew Davis, Lee Watson, Grijalva Turner, all ready to rock and roll. Grijalva came out on 53. Be right there. Leave. Drivers stack it back up here. So it'll be 48, 35, the 2, the 88, the 33, the double odd. .48 into the wall, 35 up on the high side, 88 to the bottom. 48 utilizing that high side to try to continue to push forward. 88 slides up right behind, little dirty air, dumped across the nose of the 88. Here comes Joshua Barr. Barr to the bottom. It's going to be free off corners. Not going to be able to carry that one. Grijalva down to the bottom as well. Some of the drivers utilizing the bottom side here. Chris Cornette back up to the high side. Here comes James Beard. Gets trying to get around the 2. The 28 going to be ever aggressive here. Bristol is not kind to new tires, so you got to get the tire pressures up. That's what makes you fast on the long haul. Because right now we'll see Grijalva moving 35 to the inside. Barr leads that lap. 48 up into the wall. So he's gets free again into the wall one more time. Comes the 88 to the inside. 48 off corner, plants the wall there. That air on the inside of the car is making it very, very, very free for any driver. And he just keeps planting the wall right there. Here comes Grijalva. 48-12. He does have the outside lane figured out, but the more he taps the wall, the more he's going to mess that car up. Wiggle in front of the 12. 88 plants the wall too. 12 having to get out of the throttle. 88 blinking 3 wide as the 88 comes back down. Chris Cornette on the bottom side of the racetrack comes up. He's going to wreck. Should be a caution here. Chris Cornette is destroyed on the bottom side of the racetrack. Iracing didn't pick that one up, but that should have been a caution for days. He blinked right there. He stuck 3 wide. And then, a little netco, a little 2. Back up. Car's wrecking. Slow on the, and when they're slow like that, iRacing's supposed to pick them up, especially when there's cars at speed. That right there is It's just part of the programming. That's what it's supposed to be. Sometimes iRacing gets it right. Sometimes iRacing gets it wrong. Chris Cornett is destroyed here. And that's the reason why internet connection is so important on iRacing. Especially when you're as fast as this driver is. Unfortunate for him. Go back to it here. He blinked a few times, and I know the admins threw the caution on that one, which is needed. I mean, he had a lot of drivers that were bystanders in that got caught up into that situation. So he's fine through here. Wall tap back there. You heard the 48. Coming around the corner. Good corners. Second lane. And he just sends it. I don't know. I wonder if he had a malfunction because he went to the wall. Hold on. He went right to the wall. Right here. Go inside the cockpit view here. Yeah, you see the wheels snap right there? Man, oh man. Current points leader. Some issues there. 35 is going to be race leader. Grijalva's going to be second. Beard will be third. Sukic will be fourth. Daniel Turner. You see all the wheels snap there, folks. That's what happened. It did, but yeah, that's what we did see it. iRacing needs to catch that. Needs to catch the 4X with slow vehicles in the middle of the racetrack. And any given point would be it. Now, I understand their premise of the cars turning sideways, but let's face it, that right there was deemed worthy of a caution. Great restart there for the 35, able to hit the restart zone and go. Grijalva trying to close back down, will drop to the bottom side. 35, 12, 28, 202. Turner trying to rocket his way back forward here. See Sukic on the bottom side. Some of the drivers who did come in and take a few more tires, that'll be on that next segment. Oh, Lee Watson into the wall back here. So hard to run the bottom side of this racetrack. Michael Looker getting around again. Whole lot happening here. 5.9 back is going to be Lee Watson. Barr, your race leader. Grijalva working the bottom side. James Beard in tow as the 28 tries to work his way back forward. Sukic into 2 has the 0-2 to the inside. Good race line here for the loud pedal slide up into the 2. These two collect. Little door-to-door action here for the, the drivers opposite each other. In the 2 and the 0-2. Jeremy Daniel going to work at the throttle. James Beard, watch that right side. Right now, 1.4 second lead is the gap between first and third. Grijalva still on the bottom side, 35 up high. Eventually, you migrate. One of the things that Grijalva is doing here that I like, Bar's running a different line. Grijalva searching for a little clean air to have a different exit. If If Barr were to run the bottom side of the racetrack, Grijalva should be running the high side of the racetrack. Same thing with Beard right behind. You see Sukic right here running in tow, 28 way up near the wall. That's only going to work so much. There are marbles in the good portion of this racetrack, and we're going to hear wall taps all over the course. Wall taps right there, marbles all the way up near the wall. An interesting way to look at it. As many cautions we have, this race has been flying by, 82 of 150. It's Bristol. You're going to have cautions. It's short track racing. That's the way I see it. Jeremy Daniel off 3. Zach Thompson holding on to his starting position right there in 8th. Doing a decent job as well. Little Kevin Harvick look right there for the number 4 car. Josh Berry in that car now as well. Like our Mobile 1 look here. 12 playing catch up here. Corner exit. You see the 35. Working the corner. 12 to the bottom. Good corner exit. It seems like the cars free up as soon as somebody's there to the inside. So we'll see if the 12 runs a little bit higher here in the corner. 35 getting a little bit more free. Right now, that's kind of the way it has to work. Grijalva, good battle for the lead here. Lee Watson trying to catch back up to Andrew Davis. Davis started outside pole. Has gotten the car worked on, gotten it fixed, and saving that fast repair, barring a catastrophe. I think that's a great idea because that'll give him a chance to run later. Grijalva, wall scraped there from second. Turner trying to get to Beard. James Beard in third. RB still trying to work his way forward. Sukic in 5th. Jeremy Daniel in 6th. Boisvert's going to be in 7th. Up 4 spots. Biggest move of the race. Josh Barr in 2nd. Grijalva now battling for the lead as I see everything switch out. Little wall tap for the 35. Going to work to the advantage of the 12. 12 giving a lot of room. There's the side draft. Going to run a little bit higher here. Going to have a little bit of a low line exit. We'll see if that's going to work. Grijalva leads that lap technically as Barr surges ahead. 12 off the bottom. 35 is going to be free. Dumps the air. Here comes the 12. Now the outside lane for the 12. 35 not used to run on the bottom side of the racetrack right now. He is going to be clear. Now Grijalva leads. Joshua Barr now ready to work his way forward. Can he go back at it? We'll see as right now Grijalva leads. Turner in tow. RB's been the class of the field. Last lap 14.89. Grijalva will need to start stretching here. He is being caught. O2 is your pole sitter. Side by side with the 35. Again, the driver to the corner. 35, O2. 35 surges steam. Trying to work. There's that side by side battle as they come around. O2 should be able to drive off here. 0.8 of a second lead as the 35 goes back at it. Outside lane works really well until it doesn't work very well. Now Grijalva will have to start looking ahead and start planning where he is going to have to try to defend because the 0-2 of Turner is coming. 94 of 150. Sukic is going to be in 5th. Boisvert is going to be in 6th. Thompson up 1. Daniel dropping off pace here as the 40 tries to work his way back forward. 7 spots gained is now your biggest mover of the race as the Airheads Extreme Ford Mustang digs the corner. Joshua Barr, the lone Toyota, sits in 3rd. 1.8 seconds back. And Grijalva utilized the clean air. 15.23 is the last lap for Turner. Turner this time by 15.27 for Grijalva. Turner's catching 3/100th of a second at a lap, but that's not that much. Right now the 12 has the double out into the wall. Lee Watson goes a lap down. That's a natural lap, as we'll see the 0-2. Whoa, a little touch there for both those drivers. It was more of a netcode touch, but we did see it. Now Grijalva will have to dig back in. Lap traffic coming in play. 14 as the 12 digs to the bottom side. It's going to help Turner, as right now Turner will look to have the drive line to his advantage. Now the straightaway. Grijalva is not meeting the traffic where he needs to meet the traffic. Turner catching fire on the racetrack. Well, I say catching fire, and I mean that not as a he's literally on fire, but as in a he's catching the lap traffic where Grijalva is having issues with him. Right now, falling back just a little bit. Grijalva utilizing an actual race line, 50 laps to go this time by. Turner trying to do something different here. Top 3 night for him. Here comes the 48. 48's going to be of 8. Is now trying to work his way back forward as well. Is the fastest driver on the racetrack. Currently, as we speak, 15.2. Grijalva, 15.37. Now Boisvert. Michael doing a phenomenal job here in that Chevy. Grijalva won last week at Auto Club, trying to make it back-to-back. Next week's going to be Talladega Super Speedway for Week 8 as they start to close down on their series. Back half of the season has started to show up for all these drivers. A phenomenal time, phenomenal race, phenomenal situations going on here. Turner, Boisvert, Joshua Barr, Justin Sukic, Davis. Hopefully he's getting that car worked out. I know he had that right side damage and able to get it fixed. He's driving fine. He's trying to get around Jeremy Daniel here. He's trying to utilize that bottom side of the racetrack to put himself in that primo situation. Chris Cornett going to be a couple of laps down here. Grijalva 53 is when he came in. Could be fine on fuel. 3.27 second difference now for R.B. Turner. And the 48 now catching. Wall tap for the 02. 48 to the bottom. 1180 on the Irating for Michael. 02, 1929. Right behind Joshua Barr, trying to take it easy. I don't know if he needs to save any kind of fuel. That might be what might be happening there. 02 all the way to the high side. Great defense for the 48. We'll see the 3 ahead. Going to be ahead of RB. RB back to the high side here, able to save a little bit of that race line. 48 still to the bottom side of the racetrack. 02 side by side. 48. 02 still going to clear. 48 will have to try to slide this corner. Similarly to what we saw Grijalva doing. 02 up on the high side. Great race line. Lee Watson back here. Egg shape strips up the racetrack. Turner, Boisvert down to the bottom. 02 back into the throttle earlier. Wall tap for the 02. It's going to slow him down. 48 rolls. Somebody's engine just blew up. Reminder, folks, that you gotta put yourself when you're on pit road. You gotta turn your engine off. James Beard in the 28. The next driver, Grijalva's trying to track down. Put him a lap down. James Beard, 14 seconds off the pace, was fast early on. Thompson's gonna be in 4th. I'm sorry, in that 4 in 6th. Joshua Barr in 4th. Now the outside lane, back up, ripping the wall. 114 to 150. James Beard to take the fast repairs. Going to come in and get some tires. That right side looked like it was lifted off the racing surface there for a little bit. 117 working. 18 now to be complete. Grijalva out front driving that forward. That's what your drivers are driving. Grijalva 27.18 on the I rating. Turner 19.29. Boisvert 11.80. Barr 18.41. 17.15 here. Barr trying to get around the 14. Michael Looker 7.87. Oh, right behind him. That's the 2 and the 14. Here comes your race leader. Grijalva down on the bottom side. Sukic trying to get around that, the 14 of Michael Looker, and that almost turned bad for that driver. A great job to stay out of the brakes, or stay on the brakes and keep himself clean. 2 rolling. Grijalva, Michael Looker coming to pit road. Is he coming to pit road? No, he's crashed on the bottom side of the racetrack here. It's just slow. He was just slow. It's the 28. He was trying to come to pit lane here. He was. And that almost could have brought out a caution right there because of where he was stopped on the racing surface. Grijalva trying to lap 5th. 123 of 150. 5.3 back is the 48. RB is going to be about 3 seconds back from that. And you'll see the double lap behind him. Andrew Davis. The 33 trying to tack down Thompson. Has got a car to do so. Is Thompson being scored as the second car 1 lap down. Sukic in front of Grijalva, or behind Grijalva now as Grijalva gets around the field. Grijalva to the bottom side. 35 of Barr. Working. 40 in front as well. Grijalva laps all the way to 4th. There's the 3 car in front of him. Even though it's a 17 on the car, 3 on the relative for you there, folks. Grijalva puts Michael Daniel another lap down. He is completing. Michael Daniels is 7 laps down now. Easy to go a lap down. Easy to go a couple of laps down. A great racetrack. Love this racetrack. Barr trying to keep it in tow. Turner in 3rd. Fantastic day. Jeremy Daniel coming to pit road on the number 5 car. As we'll see, Andrew Davis blows in 0.6 of a second difference between he and the 4 car. Andrew Davis right behind. Davis has a great long run car here. And I thought he had a long run scheme working when he started second. That rear damage, getting it fixed, and it's taken a little bit of time for him to do it, but he's been able to get there. And here's the battle for 6th here. We'll see the 3 to the outside. Good look for him so far. Relative quarter second, 33 gets the dirty air. You see that high line groove, it's starting to come into play. 40 leaving pit lane, came in, got his stuff taken care of. 33 to the bottom side, 19 laps to go. 33 up the race line. Turner's been lapped by Grijalva. This battle right here is absolutely insane. This is what I like about this racetrack. Comes the 28 behind. 28 of James Beard. Going to be a little faster than the rest of the drivers. 33 is going to give way. Good run for the 33 down the straightaway. Here comes the 88. He's got some blinking going on as well. 33 crosses over down on the bottom side. 33 all the way to the bottom. 44 all the way up to the wall. 4 is going to have the run here. 88 with a little bit fresher tire. 4 down a little bit actually. 33 able to carry the corner. Double braking 5 into the 88. 33 clears that 6th spot for you. Sukic to Josh Barr. Josh Barr in tow now. Here's the battle happening with these drivers. This is the battle for 3rd. And Grijalva, 15 laps to go. Boisvert is right in front of him. Grijalva trying to lap the field. 12 laps to go, and Andrew Davis' car has come alive with the sound of music. James Beard trying to get himself a few more spots, running 15-second laps. James Beard, as he comes around this field, still right side damage again from being right there near the wall. Even though the net code says, ouch. Still 2 laps down, trying to get to Lee Watson. Lee Watson behind the 48 here. Rohalva laps the field, 10 laps to go. Trying to catch back up to the 35. 35 coming to pit road. This is what happens whenever you get a good run. Andrew Davis clears now, trying to chase down Sukic here. Davis has turned it on. Saved enough fuel, says let's go, and Davis goes to 4th. 6 seconds now between he and RB Turner. Turner holds on. Grijalva 15-7 on his laps. Rodenborg has ran 14-7. 14-7 for Jeremy Daniel. Joshua Barr coming to pit road. Grijalva naturally lapped the field. 7 laps to go. Does he have enough fuel is the biggest concern for any one of these drivers, right? That's what you think. Can you coast a lap or two as the 88 gets around? That's Chris Cornett. Cornett running the line where Grijalva is. Grijalva gets back around. Chris Cornett down to the 16-3s. 88 back on the outside. Grijalva running on the bottom side of the racetrack, just trying to keep it easy. 5 laps to go. He's got plenty of time here. No issues. Daniels coming to pit road. Turner coming to pit road. Grijalva trying to have the master class of saving here. Davis to 3rd. Andrew Davis, I know he probably saved enough. Grijalva backing off the corner here. Turner needed tires and a splash, but RB had an issue. No. Oh. He had something going on there. I'm not quite sure. 2 to go. Grijalva. The 48. James Beard, the 28. Has got around Andrew Davis. James Beard came out of 114. Able to race his way back around. Final lap as Grijalva saves enough. Going to be able to do so here. Grijalva comes home in victory lane, can coast it now. Saving fuel is the big concern, and that's exactly what happened there. Grijalva wins. Boisvert is going to be in 2nd. Andrew Davis could have been in 3rd. Tell you what, only took 34 laps. I'm sorry, 36 laps for the 28 to be able to get back around. Not enough to win the race. Able to 114, able to negotiate some traffic here, but Grijalva gets the victory. We'll come around and celebrate here as back-to-back wins for the 12. Race results. Grijalva with Aaron in the 48. Mike's going to be, it'll be a pleasure to talk to him. James Beard finishes in 3rd. Davis, Sukic, your top 5. Watson, Thompson, Barr, Turner, Rotenborg, Cornett, Daniels, and look here, there's David Ament right there. Jordan Lane didn't join the race today. He was scheduled. I don't know if he was going to be one of the drivers that did it. Christian Beauclair. Beauclair is going to be in 16th, but great run. Grijalva laps the field. Story of the day as they'll go to work. And we'll have that conversation in just a moment as soon as he jumps in, because, you know, that's what we try to do. Man, oh man. He's got to take the VR off. That's why it takes him a little bit of time. He's on camera. He's on camera. There he is. You're on camera. We're waiting. We're watching. We're like, here's the reason why he takes a little bit. Because he's got to get out of the VR headset. He's got to get everything situated, get it parked, and celebrate back-to-back wins, 2 different styles of racetracks. And Bristol was difficult for you in the very beginning. And then it wasn't being kind to you for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, you're able to pick up the pace and get yourself working forward. I was concerned about fuel just in the off chance that there was some saving going on, maybe some different strategies. I did see some drivers dip off the pit road. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, I missed the better part of practice. I think I had like a minute to practice, so I didn't have a rhythm down yet. It's been so long since I've raced at Bristol. This is a pretty good race, honestly, overall. I had to figure it out at the beginning. Fortunate for fast repair. These guys have fast repair, so it saved me. But yeah, the long runs themselves. Dad, excited.
What's up,
Dad,
Bob?
excited.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
but yeah, the long green runs are what suits me. So it fell into my lap there at the end. But these guys run a full 20 gallons, so we could really hit once, and if it went green, you can make it.
What a great time. Great time. I know that I don't know. I like it. Back-to-back wins. This was right there where Auto Club I don't know. High banking seems to work. And I've seen things go terribly wrong for some drivers. Today we saw some unfortunate things happen. Almost there for a moment, I thought maybe RB was going to be catching you because you kept hitting the traffic at the wrong time. When you're in a rhythm, is it frustrating to meet drivers in a corner where you don't want them to be? That's not that they shouldn't be there. It's just you just don't want them to be there.
Yeah, I seem to have the type of luck where I always catch someone coming off the corner, and that's about the worst thing ever. But I say if you're at front and you're pretty comfortable, you're not too pressured. But if you're trying to catch somebody and guys are getting on the way, I think it's a little more aggravating because you're trying to get there as quick as you can. So I wasn't too flustered. I felt pretty confident and comfortable in the car, and the drivers themselves were really respectful. Honestly, I've had some drivers where they race you for whatever reason at the end of the race, laps down. But these guys conceded and gave way. So thankful for them. Also, they're very good racecraft in this league, I would say.
So far, so good. 2 for 2 on the last 2 races. We're going to go to Talladega next week, and well, you better go make some friends.
Yeah, I think I need to because it's the great equalizer, right? The drafting track. So might need to make a budgie or two, or they might gang up on me and just leave me high and dry.
Anything's possible. Super speedways are not kind to you from history. So we'll see how that goes. 3 in a row. Coming up to try to get 3 in a row, but still a lot of talent. You guys were racing really hard today, and a lot of craft and a lot of good battles throughout the racetrack. So congratulations on the win, man. Give you shout outs. Get a victory back-to-back weeks.
Absolutely. Glad to be with you again and on 6th Street Esports. Shout out to you for putting the show on. It feels like I'm back at home. Honestly, I know we took a break, or at least I took a break from running your broadcast there, but glad to be back. Shout out to the league for welcoming me. Family, dad, they're very very happy, and the baby. So the family, the wife for letting me race, and of course the car sponsors, BKA Motorsports, El Paso Karting. Look them up on Facebook there. Just throw them a like, please. It's growing. Help them out grow. It's free. Need for Speed Automotive down in El Paso, Texas, and TendaRacing.com. Progress supplier, kart supplier for the country. If you guys want to get into some karting anywhere in the United States, go to the website there. His name's Trey. He's a great guy. He'll help you out, get you started.
All right, brother. Well, appreciate you. Much love. Remember AR Audio. That's the sponsor of this series. That's the only other one that we got to remember to tell you.
Okay. Big props to AR Audio. Then I'll leave a sticky note should I ever get to the booth again, so I don't forget.
That's okay. I'll make sure that because normally it's something that I hit, but you got a long list of sponsors now. We might as well throw one more on there for you to give a little shout out to.
Never hurts, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. Joe, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dad, I said hi because I saw him back here. I saw him. Okay.
Yeah. I'll let him know.
All right, brother. It's Joseph Grijalva. He gets it done there. Let's check in with Michael in the number 48. Rebounds, has a great day. You were long run race pace. I know that Grijalva was fast. He lapped everybody there, but my man, you had to wait for your tires to warm up. This is one of the things I talked about this racetrack. Congratulations on a P2 finish, of course. But I watched it come together, and for a moment there, I was like, man, you're kind of running too high. And then I saw the backup of the corners, and you let your tires come to you, and you develop speed. P2 at Bristol here, and the biggest move of the race. Walk me through this one.
Yeah, I totally screwed up my qualifying lap coming to take the second lap. I got loose off of 4, so I started farther in the pack than I wanted to. But yeah, I had to wait 10-15 laps, let the tires warm up, and I was able to charge through the field. Had a good pit stop, charged back through the field, and finished P2 tonight.
Looked like it was. I love Bristol because it's a rhythm track, and that's one thing I was talking to Grijalva about. Being that it's a rhythm track, it shows, and it can show up in droves, right? That the once the carnage kind of levels out and you get to racing, not only is it a rhythm track, but it becomes fun.
Yeah, it's real fun once, like you said, once everybody calms down for a few minutes, and we can get those green flag laps in, and we can get good quality passes made and some good quality fun racing done.
Would you rather run the wall, or would you rather run on the bottom?
It depends. If you want to save your tires, you run higher to the wall. You want to make lap time, you run the bottom. If you're trying to make a little bit of speed to make some passes, you run the high side, and you can, cut inside the car you're trying to pass to set yourself up into the next corner.
Little egg shape routine. That's what we like to hear about that. One of the best parts about Bristol is being able to drive down off of pretty much every turn. One of the greats about this, and if they ever take Bristol away, I'm pretty much going to be angry. Okay, like I'm probably going to throw a hissy fit, stomp my feet on the floor, and that'll be what it is. I hope NASCAR never ever takes it away. I hope Iracing keeps updating it as well, because I think this track has got so much to offer. Every league, every series, and every driver out there. What's your opinion on that?
I love Bristol. I've been to Bristol. I watched, I came and watched the Cup Cars. 2021 produced great racing in real life. It produces great racing on iRacing. I hope it never goes away.
You know what track can go away on iRacing? I've got one.
New Hampshire.
Nah, Martinsville. That thing can go away. I love Martinsville in real life. That's the one track I despise on iRacing. It produces some awful racing, unless it's in like a touring mod. Throw the NASCAR stuff on there, and I'm not knocking any league. It's happened in every league, not just one league. I'm talking about 9 out of 10 leagues hate that damn track after they race it. Pardon my language there, folks. But I like, you might as well still throw it out there and have some fun with it. I don't care. I'll still call it. All right, man. You're running the Guinness Mobile. Mike, P2 finished tonight. Good to talk to you. Give you shout outs, brother.
I want to shout out Signature Esports for hosting our league races. Shout out to Amp Racing for putting on the events we get to do every week. And that's about it.
AR Audio.
And AR Audio for sponsoring.
There you go. I had to tell Grijalva too. Don't worry about it. It's all good. That's Aaron Ryan and company AR Audio, giving some love to the league, and we appreciate it. Much love, man. Mike, we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Hey, go make some friends for Talladega. If you got some out there, you're gonna need them.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
That's 48 comes home P2. Last but not least, a guy who ran from the back to the front, went 2 laps down, had to use all 36 laps to put himself in contention to be able to get himself a wonderful little race line. Mr. James Beard, dude,
What's up?
what is going on? Hold on, I gotta switch your camera over. Hold on, I gotta find it because I have them all labeled, but I have them all labeled weirdly. Bam, there it is. Tell people about your race, dude, because at one moment your right front looked like shredded cheese.
Yes, I don't know what happened. I mean, I know what happened. I hit the wall. I don't know exactly if it was a busted tire, if I just had my fender in the tire or what, but I couldn't keep traction in the turns for anything. About 40 laps in, decided I just had to go in, get it, whatever it was, repaired, get new tires, and hope to God that I could catch up. And I was feeling it. I mean, I felt the pressure. I was pushing pretty hard. I'm just glad I finally made top three because this is my. I've only been racing for 6 months now, um, and all these guys have been really great at teaching me and kind of giving me some tips and stuff. And I'm just glad to have a top three.
At least you got a good wheel and pedal set up there. I see that, Moza.
Yes, sir.
I see
So
it.
you can thank Grahava for that one. I've been using a Logitech G923, and I just wanted something better. And he's like, "Yo, go with the Moza R5. Just get the starter kit, get the clutch pedal, and you can upgrade your brake if you want." But that's what I have. That's what I use. So he was real nice to help me out with that. And yesterday was my birthday, so my wife let me buy it.
Oh yeah, thank you to the missus.
Yeah, buddy.
That's
Of
what we.
course.
That's what we really got. Screw Grahava. I love Grahava, and his family. And I'm literally the surrogate godfather to his son, right? So love him. Love the Grahava family. But screw him. You got to thank the wife. The wife is the most.
Of
Trust
course.
me.
Hey, she's the one sitting in the back right now dealing with the kids, so I can do this. So
That's exactly right. Especially on a Sunday evening when we could be, hanging out. I have to always thank
Yep.
my wife too. I have to make her happy and cook her food.
hmm
Well, if I don't cook her food, she starves. 'Cause sorry, honey, I know you're probably listening, but she got like a handful of dishes she can cook, and you couldn't eat
Oh,
that week after week, day after day. Anywho, Bristol, we talked to the other drivers about it. Tell me about the feeling of this track because I love the Highline on this racetrack. I think it's so much fun to run in the Cup car. The Xfinity car, not so much. You want to keep it on the bottom. The trucks, you kind of run both directions, but the Cup car is really designed to have that drive around the outside.
Yeah. So I was kind of nervous about it because I've never ran this track until yesterday when I got the new wheel. And so I ran about 10 laps and kind of just felt it, had to do some stuff. So today, getting into it, I tried low line, just didn't feel comfortable. Coming out of three really was my big problem. You get loose almost every time if you're not careful with the throttle. So I decided to run top line, and after qualifying, top line was just where it was at, man. I felt like I was stuck on a rail going around that turn. Um, so I really enjoyed that top line. It was nice.
I tell you what, when you get used to your wheel, and where you need to put yourself, where you need to plant yourself for that wheel, you're gonna see a night and day difference in what you had before. I know that you probably already do now, but once you get the rhythm down, once you get into all right, this is my wheel. It's like it's no different than when I was in the army. This is my rifle. This is my gun. Right. This is going to be the same thing with this. Once you find the little quirks in where the gears are, where everything kind of lands, that right there is going to be awesome to see what you can do. Especially because you put it on lap 114 and you drove around the field and you got third.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I was nervous. I think 5 more laps I could have probably got first, to be honest. But you get as many as you get, right?
That's right. You give as much as you get too. So you did a great job. Congratulations on a P3 finish tonight. I was unsure if I was going to be talking to you about halfway through the race, and wait, look at that. Yeah, you knocked it out of the park, and fantastic job. Give you shout outs, man. P3 finish tonight here at Bristol. Talladega next week. You better, if you're going to make friends with somebody, I think you and Grahava can work together.
Oh yeah, for sure. Grahava's a great guy. Obviously, I got to shout out to my wife. She's been awesome this whole time. She may not like it, but she deals with it. AR Audio and the AMP Signature Series. You guys are awesome. AMP, appreciate y'all letting me join the group. Considering you didn't know me and I hadn't been racing but for a couple months. And obviously you just setting all this up and making it look professional. You're making me feel good. I'll be honest. It's really cool and I appreciate it.
What it's supposed to be about. That is the reason why I do this right there.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, because I could probably say I'm done. I'm going to go call for the Coca-Cola series, or I could apply for one of the other series, right, and not have my own thing. I've had my own thing since day one, and my goal was to make you guys look and feel like real race car drivers that even NASCAR looks at as well. The Coca-Cola series does their own version of it. I do my own version of it, and I'm here to support, quote unquote, the little guy. I don't care about being big. I care about what you guys look like.
Right. I definitely appreciate it.
So, James, much love, man. Got Talladega next week. Go and spend some time with the wife before she, she says, "Hey, you, out."
Out. Go sleep with the dog.
That's right. All right, brother.
Appreciate it.
That's James Beard. He comes home in P3. That is your top 3 tonight. Thank you to Andrew Davis for. And I tell you what, I thought I was talking to Andrew first. I will say that. I thought I was going to be talking to Andrew Davis first. And he is the AMP Racing Series guy that came and talked to me about everything, and we appreciate him very much. We appreciate all the drivers and everybody that gets out there and has some fun. Aaron Ryan didn't get to get in today's race, so we'll see how the points shake up, of course. Folks, this one was fun. 6 cautions, but it's all good. I want to see what the lead changes were like. That was what. Let me see. 3 lead changes. Only 6 cautions. They drove 120 green flag laps. Fastest lap of the race belongs to Joshua Barr with a 14.524. That is smoking fast. Grahava led 63 laps, most laps led. And, of course, lapped all the way the second. That's an impressive feat nonetheless. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind of one another. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to AR Audio. Excuse me. Thank you to Iracing. Make sure you go to iracing.com. Take care of these fine folks. And, show up next week. Talladega is going to be huge. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to all of the admins that help us out as well on our platform. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Search Performance. More importantly, I want you to join that racing team because they are here to make you better and to help you get better and help them get better. Anything that you may have insight on. So make sure you join a great team when it comes to racing, when it comes to dirt, the 24-hour stuff. Go and find some stuff. Even that NASCAR Oval, they've got some drivers over there getting better and better and better each and every week. Be good, be safe, be kind of another most important thing you want to see. Make sure you check out Premier Racing Setup Shop. Thank you to Amped if you want to be a part of that. You got to reach out to them at, actually, I had it all put up there and, I go and I get on a roll. And when I get on a roll, make sure that you go and you check out ampracingleague@gmail.com. Make sure you go check them out. Also, next week we will have all of our driver photos completely updated. I've got it. It's working. It's amazing. And we'll start all that this week, starting Tuesday with the Chop Chop Racing Truck Series. So see you then. And as always, much love. Thank you, Budgie. See you to the next one.